अस्सलाम वालेकुम प्यारे बच्चों और प्यारे बच्चों के साथ जो बड़े देख रहे हैं वो भी। आज सब कैसे हैं? I have really missed you guys. I haven't made a video in quite a while and I was thinking, I wonder how my little readers are doing. So I thought let's hop on today, make a video for you guys so that we can read a good book together. The book that I brought for you today is called Penguins Can't Fly, written by Katherine Sully and illustrated by Elliot. आपको पता है ना that penguins are birds and most birds can fly but penguins can't. Eagles can fly, hawks can fly, sparrows can fly, crows can fly. Penguins can't fly. Hens can't fly. Roosters can't fly. Ostriches can't fly either. So you don't necessarily have to be able to fly if you're a bird. लेकिन birds की beaks ज़रूर होती हैं, feathers ज़रूर होते हैं, wings ज़रूर होती हैं और birds अंडे देती हैं, ठीक है ना? They lay eggs. So let's start reading. Penguins can't fly. Are you ready? Once there were two little penguin chicks. Chicks कहते हैं छोटे penguins को. Their eggs had hatched on the same day and they knew each other's names, Quentin and Billy. यानी उनकी birthday एक ही दिन होती है ना? They came out of the egg on the same day. They hatched out of their egg on the same day. When they were baby chicks, they played together. They played peep-o, जैसे peekaboo होती है. They called each other silly names, Tin-tin, Chili-billy. So they used to make silly names for each other. Do you call your friends silly names too? Or your brothers and sisters, your siblings? As the young chicks grew up, their games changed. Billy liked playing hide and seek, but it was a bit rough for Quentin. Quentin liked building with ice bricks, but it was too dull for Billy. Though they did make a den together once, you see, the two little penguins were quite different. अभी friends में हो जाता है और बहन भाई में भी हो जाता है that they have different interests, right? Billy loved playing hide and seek, but look, Quentin is not enjoying it. Quentin is not smiling. Quentin is getting a bit disturbed. It's too rough for him. Quentin doesn't like rough games. Quentin likes building houses with ice bricks. These are called igloos. But Billy's sitting there getting bored. This is not a game I enjoy. Billy is thinking. होता है ना, different लोगों की different interests होते हैं. So they were different. Quentin liked knowing things, like what all the fish were called, how many different types of snow there were, and best of all, how far away the stars were. That's Quentin. Quentin liked to learn about all of these things. What did Billy like to do? Billy loved doing things like skating down steep slopes, hurling snowballs, and doing belly flops along the ice. So he would throw himself on the ice and go, whoo! Ice पे slides लेता था. In fact, Billy was always getting told off. Getting told off कहते हैं डांट खाने को. बिली को सारा वक्त डांट पड़ रही होती थी क्योंकि बिली मस्तियाँ करता था ना. क्वेंटिन खामोशी से बैठ के पढ़ाई करता था. बिली मस्तियाँ करता था तो बिली को पड़ती थी डांट. Billy was always getting told off, especially at school. You see, Billy just couldn't sit still. Now, if you go to school, then you know that you're expected to sit still so you can listen to your teachers. If you keep on fidgeting and moving and playing, then the teacher won't be able to teach you. So Billy just couldn't sit still. He tried to be good, but he always ended up being told off. Sit still, Billy, his teacher was forever saying. How are you ever going to look after an egg when you're older if you can't learn to sit still? Now, penguin dads, the Baba penguins, have to look after the eggs. In most other birds, like in hens, the mama hen or the female, the lady hen, sits on the eggs, right? But in penguins, the father looks after the egg. That's interesting, Henna. So penguin boys have to learn to stay still so that they can take care of the egg. Penguin fathers take care of the egg while penguin mamas go and bring the food for everybody. Okay? So Quentin and Billy had to learn at school how to stay still so that they could, and they had to learn different things so that when they would grow older they would be able to take care of eggs. Okay, now? One particular morning, Billy fidgeted so much that the teacher told him off again. Fidgeted का मतलब होता है हिलते रहना. देखो सब बच्चे बैठे हुए पढ़ रहे हैं. That's the teacher. Those are all the children. And that is Billy being naughty. सब बैठ के आराम से पढ़ रहे हैं. अब बिली से बैठा ही नहीं जा रहा. क्यों नहीं बैठा जा रहा बिली से? Because Billy liked to do things. He didn't like to sit still. So he was told off again by his teacher, which means he got scolded again. Okay? At lunchtime, Quentin couldn't find Billy, so he ate his lunch alone. He was gazing at the clouds when some gulls flew past. "Hello," squawked one gull. "What are you looking at?" Gulls are bigger birds than penguins. Baby penguins are definitely bigger. "I'm looking at the clouds," replied Quentin. "I think we're in for a snowstorm." Now, do you remember Quentin liked to learn things? So Quentin could look at the clouds and say, आज snow होगा बहुत तेज. Snow जब बहुत तेज होती है उसको snowstorm कहते हैं, ठीक है? I think we're in for a snowstorm. So Quentin said that he thinks there will be very heavy snow. A snowstorm? Squawked the gull. "Yes," said Quentin. "It's not good weather for birds." Birds को ठंड लगती है ना? "How would you know?" said the other gull. "You're not a proper bird." Now, was that something nice to say to him? Nahi na? I'm sure Quentin didn't like that. The gull was being a bit mean. "I'm a proper bird," said Quentin. "I have feathers and a beak, and I hatched from an egg." "Ha!" squawked the gull. "But you can't fly, can you?" Before Quentin could think of a reply, the gull had swooped down and stolen his lunch. Now, not only was the gull being rude to him, but he also stole his lunch. That's not nice at all, is it? Look, Quentin is holding his fish. That fish is his lunch. He brought it from home to eat. And these gulls were first talking to him and then they snatched his lunch. They stole it. That's not good, is it? That was very bad. That night, Quentin couldn't sleep. Upset tha na Quentin. He went to sit on his favorite rock and gazed up at the sky. Gazed कहते हैं देखने को. ऐसे sky की तरफ देखता रहा Quentin. नींद में आ रही थी ना उसे. Through a tiny gap in the clouds, he could see some stars twinkling. "I'll never be able to reach you," he told the stars quietly, "because I'm a bird that can't fly." So Quentin was sad. Quentin was upset. Gulls ने उसे ऐसी बात कर दी थी ना कि you can't fly, you're not a proper bird, इसलिए he got sad. Then he heard the sound of a pebble being thrown into the water. "Who's there?" asked Quentin. "It's me, Billy," Billy replied. "Oh, couldn't you sleep either?" asked Quentin. "I'm going away," said Billy. "I'm fed up with being told off." इस बात का क्या मतलब है? Billy said, मैं डांटे खा खा के थक गया हूँ, मैं जा रहा हूँ. "I wouldn't do that if I were you," said Quentin. "I think we're in for a snowstorm." But there was no reply. Billy had gone. दोनों बैठे हैं. Look at the clouds. The clouds are so dark because there's going to be a snowstorm. Billy ने नहीं बात सुनी Quentin की. Let's find out what happens. Quentin was right. The next day was the most terrific snowstorm. You could barely see your flipper in front of your eyes. Flipper penguin के जो wings होते हैं ना, उसको कहते हैं. और जैसे हमारे हाथ होते हैं. अब आप ये imagine करो कि इतनी तेज snow थी कि if you would put your hand in front of your face, you would not be able to see it because there was so much snow falling. ठीक है? Everyone huddled together for warmth. Penguins को जब ठंड लगती है ना, तो वो सब इकट्ठे हो जाते हैं. They huddle together. The whole group huddles together so that they would feel warm. हम जब एक दूसरे को हग करते हैं तो हम वार्म फील करते हैं ना, कंफर्टेबल फील करते हैं. पेंगुइन्स भी एक दूसरे को हडल करते हैं. दे हडल टुगेदर इन वन बिग ग्रुप सो दैट दे कैन फील वार्म एंड दे कैन फील कंफर्टेबल. ठीक है? एवरीवन हडल्ड टुगेदर फॉर वार्मथ. All day the wind howled and the snow fell. That evening, Quentin heard a voice calling, "Billy! Billy!" It was Billy's mom. "Have you seen Billy?" No one could think where he could be, except for Quentin. Quentin friend tha na Billy ka? Look, that's Quentin's mom. She's so worried. No, sorry, that's Billy's mom. She's so worried. And Quentin is standing over there. And when he sees that she's worried, he thinks he knows where Billy will be. Quentin set off right away. It was dark, but Quentin found his way by looking at the stars. At last, he came to the den that he and Billy had built when they were chicks. "Billy, are you there?" asked Quentin. "Yes," shivered Billy. Billy को ठंड लग रही थी. "Your mom's worried about you," said Quentin. "Is she?" asked Billy. "Okay, I'll come home." इतनी ठंड है ना, दोनों पेंगुइन चिक्स को ठंड लग रही है. See? That's the den they built together. So when Quentin told Billy, he said, "Okay, I'll come home. Now let's see what happens." The two friends walked home together. "You were right about the snowstorm," said Billy, and Quentin told Billy about the gulls. "Of course we're proper birds," said Billy. "We just swim instead of flying." "I'm not sure I'll be able to swim," said Quentin. "Wait until we start swimming lessons," said Billy. "It's going to be great." So they're walking together. ये गपशप वो वापस जाते हुए लगा रहे. And Quentin didn't have to wait very long. That week at school, they practiced lining up, hopping, skimming, and twisting on the ice. Billy had a great time and didn't get into trouble once. In fact, the teacher said, "Well done, Billy," several times. ये बिली की मर्जी की क्लासेस थी ना. Billy was doing so well. Look at everybody else falling down. And Billy's so happy. Everybody else is struggling. So when it was time to take their first dive, पानी के अंदर dive करना था, Quentin wasn't looking forward to it. Quentin excited नहीं था. "Don't worry," said Billy. "It's going to be great." Billy excited था. Billy leapt into the water, making a huge splash. Quentin stood at the edge of the rock and gazed into the water. ऐसे करके देख रहा था. Just then, Billy shot back out of the water. "Wow, Tintin," he said. "You're going to love the amazing fish down there." "Oh, but I don't think I can," started Quentin. देखो सब लाइन में खड़े हैं बारियां लेने के लिए और बिली ऑलरेडी पानी में घुस गया. बिली को कितना अच्छा लगता है ना स्विम करना. Quentin doesn't want to go into the water. Just then, Billy shot back out of the water onto the ice. "Wow, Tintin," he said. "You won't believe the amazing fish and weird stuff there is down there." "Really?" asked Quentin. "Yes, I don't know any of the names," said Billy, "but you will." "Oh, but I don't think I can," started Quentin, but it was too late. Billy took hold of his flipper and together they splashed into the sea. And Quentin flew under the water. And Billy was right. What an amazing sight. Do you see the different kinds of fish? And they're having so much fun swimming. Swimming together is so much fun. This is a beautiful book with a lot of pictures, some very beautiful pictures. So, were the gulls right or were they wrong? The gulls were wrong. They were mean to say that penguins are not proper birds. Gulls were wrong to steal Quentin's lunch. It isn't nice. And above all, it's not nice to say somebody is not proper just because they can't do something like you. So the birds were not being very nice, right? And we should also not listen to somebody who's being mean to us. You are perfect just the way that you are. You are proper just the way that you are. You should always learn and try everything good. If your teacher or your parents or those who are close to you are trying to teach you something, you should put your effort into learning the right thing. But you should never listen to anybody if they say you're not proper or you don't know how to do something. When you try, then you learn new things, just like Quentin and Billy learned how to swim. This book also teaches us that we're all different. और डिफरेंट होने का मतलब ये नहीं कि हम ख़राब हैं या हम बुरे हैं. बिली और क्वेंटिन को डिफरेंट चीज़ें पसंद थी लेकिन दोनों बहुत अच्छे बच्चे थे, राइट? एंड इट्स गुड टू स्टैंड अप विद योर फ्रेंड्स, टू टेक केयर ऑफ योर फ्रेंड्स, है ना? जब बिली भाग गया था तो क्वेंटिन उसको लेके आया था, राइट? सो वी शुड वॉच आउट फॉर ईच अदर, वी शुड टेक केयर ऑफ ईच अदर. या, I think this is a beautiful, beautiful story and I really do love it. If you enjoyed this storybook as much as I enjoyed reading it to you, then like always, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to share it with other people so that they can also watch it. Thank you so much for joining me, my lovely kids, and I can't wait to read to you very soon again, inshallah. Take care of yourself and the people around you. Stay safe, have lots and lots of fun. Allah Hafiz. Thank you for watching.